Are you wasting your life focusing on wrong things? Buddhist teachings. Every day we are faced with choices, and what we choose to focus on can have a greater impact on our lives than we might realize. Have you ever wondered if you're wasting your life on things that don't truly matter? In today's lesson, we'll explore a profound Zen story that teaches us how to maintain inner peace amidst chaos and negativity. Through this story, you'll discover that focusing and dedicating yourself to what truly matters not only helps you overcome challenges, but also brings happiness and balance to your life. Let's begin this journey of discovery and see how true peace and happiness come when we direct our attention to the things that truly hold value. Number 1. Zens Story, the lesson of inner peace. Long ago, in a secluded temple nestled deep in China, a group of monks dedicated their lives to seeking spiritual enlightenment. Among these monks was a young disciple who found himself increasingly troubled by the chaos and negativity surrounding him. One day, overwhelmed by his inner turmoil, he approached his master with a heavy heart, expressing his wish to leave the temple in search of a quieter, more serene place. "Master," the young monk began with a weary tone, "I struggle to stay here. The atmosphere is rife with toxicity, politics among the brethren, and constant negative gossip. These distractions seem to be dragging me away from my spiritual path." The master, a man of great wisdom and endless patience, listened carefully to the young monk's concerns. He nodded gently before responding, "I understand your feelings, my child, but perhaps there is something valuable to be learned even in the midst of this turmoil." Rather than granting the young monk's request to leave, the master proposed a task to impart a lesson. He handed the student a spoon filled with water and instructed him to walk around the monastery without spilling a single drop. Determined to succeed and eager to quicken his departure, the young monk accepted the challenge with great resolve. "I will do as you ask, master," he said with confidence. The young monk began his journey through the monastery, carefully balancing the spoonful of water. With each step, he concentrated deeply, ensuring that not a single drop was lost. As he moved through the busy corridors and past murmuring conversations, his focus remained unwavering. After some time, the young monk returned to the master, proudly declaring his accomplishment. "Master, I completed the task without spilling a drop," he said, his voice filled with a sense of achievement. With a knowing smile, the master posed a simple yet profound question. "Tell me, my child," he asked, "while you were on your journey, did you hear the politics, gossip, or negativity within the monastery?" The student replied honestly, "No, master. My mind was entirely focused on the water, and I paid no attention to the distractions or negativity around me." The master then shared a deep insight. "You see, my child," he began, "when your mind is firmly focused on your purpose and your heart is dedicated to your path, you leave no room for negativity to influence you." He continued, "It's essential to stay centered on your own journey and aspirations. Don't let the actions or words of others divert your attention. Maintain your focus, and you'll find the strength to overcome any challenges that come your way." "Remember this, my child." The master's voice was gentle yet resolute. "Negativity is like the wind. It brushes across all aspects of our lives. However, it only becomes a destructive storm when we allow it to consume our thoughts. If you keep your mind on goodness and positivity, you'll discover that even in the middle of a storm, you can find peace. Inner peace and resilience are your most valuable assets, especially in the face of negativity. True happiness and fulfillment arise from within, not by fleeing from negativity. Embrace your inner peace, remain strong, and you will have the strength to weather any storm." After hearing the Zen story about the young monk who learned the importance of focus and inner peace, do you believe that by concentrating on what truly matters, we can overcome the negativity around us? Comment number 1 if you agree with this lesson, or comment yes if you think maintaining focus is the key to inner peace. Number 2. Philosophical reflections and lessons from the story. 1. Inner peace is a choice. Balancing the mind, body and spirit to attract what you desire is a profound journey that requires dedication, self-awareness, and an unwavering commitment to inner peace. Inner peace, as the Buddhist teachings suggest, is not something that simply happens to us. It is a conscious choice that we make every day. The story of the young monk who struggles with the negativity surrounding him mirrors the everyday battles we all face, whether it's stress from work, personal relationships, or the broader anxieties of life. Yet, through the wise guidance of his master, the monk learns that true inner peace does not come from escaping the chaos around us, but from mastering our focus and controlling our inner world. This vital lesson emphasizes that peace is not the absence of conflict. Rather, it is the strength to remain calm and centered amidst the storm. This perspective aligns beautifully with the famous words of the Buddha, who said, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." To put this into practice, we must focus on our goals and stay committed to our path, even when faced with adversity. This means cultivating a mindset that prioritizes inner calm over external validation, knowing that true peace is found in our ability to control our thoughts and emotions. In modern life, where distractions and negativity abound, the challenge of maintaining inner peace can seem overwhelming. We are bombarded by information, expectations, and the pressures to meet various societal standards. Yet, it is precisely in these moments of chaos that we must anchor ourselves in the teachings of mindfulness and self-discipline. When you wake up each morning, you have a choice: to let the world dictate your mood or to take control of your inner state. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, echoed this sentiment when he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This insight is crucial in understanding that no matter how turbulent our external environment may be, we possess the power to maintain our peace and focus by simply choosing where we direct our attention. It is about creating a mental sanctuary, a space within where we can retreat and gather strength, regardless of what is happening around us. This process of finding peace within is deeply intertwined with the practice of mindfulness, a core element of both Buddhist philosophy and modern psychology. Mindfulness teaches us to be fully present in the moment, to observe our thoughts without judgment, and to detach from the emotional turbulence that often clouds our judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we develop the ability to see things as they are, without the distortions of fear, anger, or desire. This clarity of mind is what allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. As Thich Nhat Hanh, a revered Buddhist monk, once said, "Mindfulness helps you go home to the present. And every time you go there and recognize a condition of happiness that you have, happiness comes." By focusing on the present moment, we strip away the power that past regrets and future anxieties hold over us, allowing us to experience peace here and now. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become disconnected from our inner selves, to lose sight of what truly matters as we chase after fleeting desires and external successes. But true fulfillment and the ability to attract what you desire stem from a balanced mind, body, and spirit. This balance is not achieved through material gains or societal approval, but through a deep connection with our inner being, a connection that is nurtured by practices like meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, wisely observed, "At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want." This quote reminds us that the answers we seek outside are often found within. When we take the time to quiet our minds and listen to our inner voice, we align ourselves with our true desires and create the conditions necessary for them to manifest in our lives. The journey to inner peace and balance is not without its challenges. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed by the demands of life, when the negativity of others threatens to disrupt your peace. But remember, as the story of the young monk illustrates, it is not the external circumstances that determine our peace, but how we choose to respond to them. By cultivating a mindset of resilience and determination, you can navigate through any storm with grace. This is the essence of spiritual maturity, understanding that you are not at the mercy of the world around you, but that you have the power to create your own reality through your thoughts, actions, and beliefs. As you continue on this journey, keep in mind the words of the Dalai Lama, "Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace." This quote serves as a powerful reminder that your peace is your responsibility, and no one else can take it from you unless you allow them to. Finally, it is important to understand that the pursuit of inner peace and balance is a lifelong journey. There is no final destination, no moment when you can say you have achieved perfect peace. Instead, it is a continuous process of growth, learning, and self-discovery. Each day presents a new opportunity to deepen your practice, to refine your focus, and to strengthen your connection with your inner self. The more you commit to this path, the more you will find that peace becomes a natural part of your existence, effortlessly guiding you through the ups and downs of life. In the words of the Buddha, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a determined spirit, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to the life you desire. By balancing your mind, body, and spirit, you not only attract what you desire, but you also cultivate a life of true fulfillment and lasting peace. 2. The power of focus. Imagine yourself holding a spoon filled to the brim with water. As you walk, the water threatens to spill over with every step, demanding your utmost concentration. This simple exercise, a powerful metaphor in Buddhist teachings, represents the importance of focus in our lives. Like the young monk in the story who was instructed to carry the spoon, we too are often bombarded with distractions, negativity, and noise from the world around us. Yet, the monk succeeded in his task not by ignoring the chaos, but by focusing his mind entirely on the spoon, on his purpose. He chose to block out the chatter, the negativity, the distractions, and instead directed all his energy towards what mattered most in that moment, keeping the water in the spoon. This act of concentration is not just a skill, but a way of living. When we allow ourselves to be consumed by the distractions and negativity that surround us, we lose sight of our goals, our purpose, and our true selves. The lesson here is simple yet profound. What we choose to focus on becomes our reality. If we focus on the negative, on the distractions, that is what our lives will be filled with. But if we focus on our goals, our values, and what truly matters, we will find a sense of calm, purpose, and fulfillment. Consider this. How often do you find yourself overwhelmed by the noise around you? The constant barrage of information, opinions, and pressures from society can easily lead us astray, pulling our attention in 100 different directions at once. It's easy to feel lost, to feel like you're drifting without a clear direction. But just as the young monk found clarity and peace by focusing solely on the spoon, you too can find your path by focusing on what truly matters to you. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment, said the Buddha. This quote reminds us that our power lies in the present, in where we choose to direct our focus right now. The past is gone. The future is uncertain, but the present is where we have control. By concentrating on the present moment, on the task at hand, we can cultivate a state of mindfulness and purpose that shields us from the distractions of the outside world. So how do you begin to focus on what truly matters? It starts with clarity of your values, your goals, and your purpose. Take a moment to reflect on what is most important to you. What are your core values? What are the goals that align with those values? Once you have this clarity, make a conscious decision to prioritize your energy and attention on these things. This may mean saying no to certain activities or people that do not align with your values. It may mean setting boundaries to protect your time and energy. And it certainly means being mindful of where your attention goes, for where your attention goes, your energy flows. But focus is not just about exclusion, it's about inclusion too. It's about bringing more of what you want into your life by actively seeking it out and dedicating yourself to it. If you want to attract positivity, focus on positivity. If you want to achieve a specific goal, focus on the steps that will get you there. The universe responds to your energy, and when you focus your energy on what you desire, you begin to attract it into your life. This is the law of attraction at work, and it is rooted in the power of focus. Your work is to discover your world and then with all your heart give yourself to it, the Buddha also said. This is a call to action, to find what matters most to you, and then to dedicate yourself to it fully. When you do this, you will find that the distractions and negativity that once seemed so overwhelming begin to fade away. They lose their power over you because your focus is no longer on them. It is on your purpose, on what truly matters. However, maintaining focus is not always easy. There will be times when the noise of the world becomes too loud, when distractions seem too tempting, and when negativity threatens to pull you off course. During these times, remember the young monk and the spoon filled with water. Remember that you have the power to choose where your attention goes, and with that power comes the ability to shape your reality. Ask yourself, what is more important to me, this distraction or my goal, this negativity or my peace, this noise or my purpose? By consistently choosing to focus on what truly matters, you build resilience. You become stronger in the face of challenges because you are not easily swayed by the outside world. You are grounded in your purpose, and this grounding gives you the strength to persevere. Focus becomes not just a practice, but a way of being, a way of living that leads to a life of meaning, fulfillment, and joy. So I leave you with this question: where is your focus today? Are you focused on what truly matters to you, or are you allowing distractions and negativity to dictate your life? Remember, the choice is yours, and in that choice lies the power to create the life you desire. As you go about your day, hold this question close. What can I do right now to focus more on what truly matters? The answer to this question will guide you towards a life of purpose, peace, and abundance. This seamless connection between focus and attraction, between clarity and purpose, is the key to balancing the mind, body, and spirit. When you align your focus with your deepest desires and values, you create a harmonious flow of energy that draws what you seek into your life. This is not just about achieving goals, but about creating a life that resonates with your true self, a life that feels fulfilling and aligned with who you are at your core. In conclusion, let this lesson of the spoon and water be a reminder of the power of focus in your life. Use this focus to align your mind, body, and spirit with your deepest desires and values. As you do, you will find that what you seek begins to seek you, that the energy you put out into the world is returned to you in abundance. And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today by choosing to focus on what truly matters and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined possible. 3. Resilience through centeredness. True resilience is found in the unwavering centeredness of our being, a state where our inner balance is not disturbed by the chaos and noise of the world around us. The wisdom of the ancients teaches that our resilience is deeply rooted in staying centered on our own journey, a path uniquely designed for each of us. It is here, within the sanctity of our individual paths, that we discover the strength to face and overcome life's challenges. When we focus solely on our own path, we empower ourselves with the clarity needed to navigate through difficulties without being swayed by the actions, opinions, or judgments of others. This focused resilience is not about shutting out the world, but rather about cultivating an internal state where external forces have little power to derail our progress. The ancient masters remind us that the key to resilience lies not in the avoidance of challenges, but in our response to them. When we are centered, we engage with life's obstacles from a place of calm and thoughtful consideration rather than reactive emotion. This centeredness allows us to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as threats to our stability. It is in this mindset that we find the true power to not only withstand difficulties, but to transform them into stepping stones toward our higher purpose. A well-known Buddhist teaching states, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." This profound insight aligns perfectly with the concept of resilience through centeredness. Our ability to remain peaceful and grounded, regardless of what happens around us, is what fortifies our resilience. This inner peace is cultivated through practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection, practices that anchor us in the present moment and allow us to respond to life with grace and wisdom. In modern life, where distractions and stresses are abundant, it is more important than ever to maintain a centered state of being. The pressures of daily life can easily pull us in multiple directions, scattering our energy and weakening our resolve. However, by intentionally cultivating resilience through centeredness, we can reclaim our power and approach life's challenges with a clear and focused mind. This doesn't mean we become indifferent to the world, rather we engage with it from a place of strength and stability. A famous saying reminds us, "The oak tree does not break in the storm because its roots go deep." Our roots too must be grounded in our own truth, allowing us to stand firm in the face of adversity. To build this resilience, it is essential to regularly reconnect with our core values and beliefs, the guiding principles that define our path. When we are clear about what truly matters to us, we are less likely to be swayed by external pressures or the opinions of others. This clarity brings with it a sense of purpose that fuels our resilience and keeps us centered, even in the most turbulent times. It is through this steadfast commitment to our own journey that we cultivate the strength to overcome any obstacle. As we navigate through life, it is also important to recognize that resilience is not a static trait, but a dynamic process. It is something we continually develop and strengthen as we face new challenges and grow from them. This process requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to learn from our experiences. By staying centered on our path and embracing the lessons that come our way, we become more resilient over time, better equipped to handle whatever life throws at us. Resilience through centeredness is about maintaining our inner balance, regardless of external circumstances. It is about staying true to our own path and not allowing the actions or words of others to derail us. By cultivating this centered state of being, we build the strength to overcome challenges and thrive in the face of adversity. As the Buddha wisely said, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path." Let this teaching guide you as you continue on your journey, reminding you that your true power lies within, in your ability to remain centered and resilient no matter what life brings your way. If you've made it this far, you're already taking the first steps to refocus your life on what truly matters. Comment below with "right path" to affirm your commitment to these transformative Buddhist teachings. Don't click away just yet. There's more wisdom ahead that could change the way you live. Stay with us until the end to discover how you can stop wasting time and start living a life full of purpose and meaning. 4. Don't run from negativity. Face it. When navigating the journey of life, it's essential to understand that negativity, much like the wind that blows through every season, is an unavoidable part of our existence. But here's a truth you might not have considered. While negativity is inevitable, it is far from unmanageable. Think about it. Just as a small breeze has the potential to turn into a raging storm, so too can a negative thought spiral out of control if we allow it to take root in our minds. But what if I told you that you have the power to prevent that storm? You see, the story reminds us that the power of negativity lies not in its presence, but in our perception of it. When we anchor our thoughts in positivity and purpose, negativity loses its grip on us. It becomes nothing more than background noise, a passing gust of wind that cannot disturb our inner peace. Consider the wisdom of the Buddha, who said, "You will not be punished by your anger. The anger itself is already a punishment to you." This quote perfectly encapsulates the idea that while we cannot control the actions of others or the challenges that life throws our way, we do have absolute control over our reactions. How often do you find yourself dwelling on negative experiences, allowing them to fester in your mind until they consume your thoughts? What if, instead of running from these feelings, you faced them head-on, acknowledging their presence but refusing to let them dictate your mood or your mindset? By doing so, you take back your power. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. In this garden, positive thoughts are like the flowers and trees that bring beauty and life. Negativity, however, is like the weeds that can overrun and choke out the plants if left unchecked. The secret to a flourishing garden, and by extension, a flourishing life, is not to ignore the weeds or pretend they don't exist, but to pull them out by their roots the moment they appear. This requires vigilance, self-awareness, and a commitment to nurturing the positive aspects of your life. How do you tend to the garden of your mind? Are you allowing negativity to grow unchecked, or are you actively cultivating positivity, purpose, and peace? To truly balance your mind, body, and spirit, it's essential to confront negativity rather than avoid it. Think of it this way: when you run from negativity, you give it the power to chase you, to follow you wherever you go. But when you turn to face it, you strip it of its power. It's no longer a storm, but a mere breeze, something that can be managed, something that can be controlled. The Bhagavad Gita, a sacred Hindu text, teaches us that the mind is restless and difficult to restrain, but it is subdued by practice. This suggests that with consistent effort, we can train our minds to remain steady in the face of negativity, to rise above it, and to maintain our inner calm. Now, let's bring this idea back to the practical. Every day you are presented with countless opportunities to choose your reaction to the world around you. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Do you fume and let it ruin your day? Or do you take a deep breath and let it go? A co-worker makes a snide remark. Do you internalize it and allow it to poison your thoughts, or do you brush it off, recognizing that their words reflect their state of mind, not yours? Every moment is an opportunity to decide how you will respond, and with practice, these decisions become easier. How might your life change if you consistently chose peace over turmoil, positivity over negativity? In the context of spiritual growth, this approach is not just about avoiding harm, it's about actively cultivating a life that is aligned with your highest values and aspirations. It's about realizing that negativity is not an external force that you must constantly battle, but an internal process that you can manage and transform. The Dalai Lama once said, "Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions." This profound truth suggests that the state of your mind, the peace you seek, and the happiness you desire are all within your control. It's not about waiting for the world to be kind to you. It's about being kind to yourself and choosing not to let the negativity of others dictate your state of being. But what does this mean for the balance of your mind, body, and spirit? It means that the more you practice this mindset, the more harmonious your life becomes. Your body, relieved of the stress that negativity brings, can function at its best. Your spirit, unburdened by the weight of others' actions or words, can soar freely, and your mind, trained to focus on what is good and purposeful, becomes a powerful tool for creating the life you desire. What practices can you incorporate into your daily routine to help you maintain this balance? Could it be meditation, where you learn to observe your thoughts without judgment, or perhaps mindful breathing, where you bring your attention back to the present moment whenever negativity threatens to take hold? By embracing these practices, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. You become the calm in the storm, the steady hand that guides your ship through turbulent waters, and in doing so, you attract more of what you desire into your life: peace, joy, and fulfillment. You are not at the mercy of the world. You are the creator of your reality. The next time you encounter negativity, remember this: it is not the wind that controls you, but how you choose to sail your ship. Will you allow the gusts to push you off course, or will you adjust your sails and stay true to your path? So I ask you now, how will you face the negativity in your life? Will you allow it to control you, or will you take control, steering your life towards the peace and happiness you deserve? This is not just a rhetorical question, but a challenge to you, dear listener. Take a moment to reflect on the negativity in your life and how you've been responding to it. What could you do differently? How can you begin to change your mindset to view negativity not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth? The answers to these questions will guide you towards a life of greater balance and harmony, where your mind, body, and spirit work together to create the reality you desire. In closing, remember the words of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and renowned psychiatrist, who said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Negativity will always be a part of life, but it does not have to define your life. You have the power to choose your response, to cultivate positivity, and to maintain your inner peace. How will you use this power today? 5. Embrace the present moment. Embracing the present moment is a fundamental principle that can lead to profound changes in how we experience life. The story of the young monk who completed his task by focusing entirely on the present moment beautifully demonstrates the power of mindfulness. This practice, deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings, shows us that when we engage fully with the here and now, we can rise above distractions, negativity, and even the most daunting challenges. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with distractions, from the constant pings of our phones to the relentless pace of modern life, finding peace can often seem elusive. However, by training our minds to focus on the present, we can achieve a sense of calm and clarity that transcends the chaos around us. As the Buddha wisely said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." This quote reminds us that the present is the only moment we truly have, and it is within this moment that we can find peace. When we allow ourselves to be fully immersed in the now, we free ourselves from the burdens of past regrets and future anxieties. Consider how often our minds are occupied with what has been or what might be, robbing us of the richness of the present experience. By embracing the present, we not only enhance our ability to handle life's challenges, but also cultivate a deeper appreciation for the simple joys that often go unnoticed. This approach doesn't just apply to moments of meditation or relaxation. It is a way of living that can transform our daily interactions and decisions. For instance, when you are at work, instead of letting your mind wander to the stress of deadlines or the mistakes of the past, focus on the task at hand with full attention. This not only improves productivity, but also brings a sense of fulfillment and accomplishment. In your personal life, being present means truly listening to others without the distraction of your thoughts or devices, leading to more meaningful connections and relationships. The present moment is a gift, and by embracing it, we can navigate life's journey with greater wisdom and grace. As you go through your day, remind yourself of the power of now. When you catch your mind drifting to worries or distractions, gently bring it back to the present. This simple practice can make a significant difference in how you experience life, helping you to find peace and contentment regardless of external circumstances. The journey to a balanced mind, body, and spirit begins with the conscious decision to live in the present moment. It is in this space that we can connect with our true selves, attract what we desire, and live a life of purpose and tranquility. As the famous saying goes, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift." That is why it is called the present. This timeless wisdom encourages us to cherish each moment, for it is in these moments that life truly unfolds. As we conclude today's exploration of whether you're wasting your life by focusing on the wrong things, let the teachings we've discussed guide your path forward. Remember, the journey to inner peace and balance is not just about avoiding negativity, but about facing it with courage and maintaining your focus on what truly matters. Embrace the present moment, center yourself amidst the chaos, and cultivate resilience by staying true to your own path. If you found value in this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom channel. Also, make sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos, where we'll continue to delve into powerful teachings that can transform your life. Thank you for watching, and may you continue to walk your path with wisdom and peace.